Sherry Renosky is on the line with us this morning. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Sherry, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Todd, and good morning, Indiana.
It's good to have you with us here today. Of course, the topic always comes back to COVID-19 and all of the different changes it has brought. One of those changes, of course, to your facility, the Indiana Mall, which at this point is pretty much on shutdown, huh?
It is, yes. Everything is closed at the Indiana Mall, as well as all malls in the state. I like to remind people of that. It's not just us. We are getting a lot of calls. Are you open? Are you open? No, the mall is closed. The only thing that is open is Harbor Freight. Mm-hmm. They were on the list that could still be open, and they do have limited hours, Todd.
Yeah, okay. I noted yesterday that the folks at Harbor Freight have decided they have some supplies that hospitals can use that they're going to pass along to hospitals in their communities. I would assume Indiana Regional Medical Center is on that list. But Sherry, the Indiana Mall, of course, this 1979 was when it opened, right?
Yes. So it turned 40 in October.
Yeah, and for a 40-year-old, it's in pretty spry condition. But it's closed right now, but when you're up and running again, everything is ready to roll, correct?
Yes. We will, this is temporary, and we will be opening back up and more things to come. And, Todd, I'd like to remind people that, yes, the Indiana Mall does have national tenants, and we are very thankful for those national tenants. And those national tenants have people that live here, went to school here, that work there, mm-hmm. and that is their livelihood. And also, in addition to those national tenants, we have 12 locally owned mom-and-pop stores, as we call them, that are entrepreneurs that live here, went to high school here, went to IUP, some of them, and being locally owned, when everybody gets back to work and that have been laid off and gets back to work and into the workforce and things are back to normal, we have to support these people. Everyone's talking about it, the small businesses. Well, we have 12 here. And of course, there's more in our community, not just at the Indiana Mall, but, the 12 that we have and in our community and county, we have to support these people. They've been here for us. So when things are back to normal and people are working again, we have to remember those people and support our local Indiana County economy.
Absolutely. And it has to be right away. I mean, those folks, they can't wait for people to begin trickling back in. When everybody is open again and the world is back to some semblance of normalcy, it has to be pretty immediate because they're suffering along with the rest of us. And for them, poured their life blood and their money into this. This is life and death for them, for their businesses. Absolutely.
And Todd, if it's okay, I'd like to mention a couple of them, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just Beautiful Salon, JC's Gifts and Cards, Hallmark, Go Bonkers, ATA Taekwondo, Luxembourg Jewelers, Tate's Gymnastics, Jewelry Junction, Style Nails, Sobex Fitness Gym, Photos by Miss Chris Studio and Digital Media Center, New Life Cafe, and Zentinol.
Yeah, absolutely. They are all worthy of our support. Of course, the other businesses there as well, the national stores, because they do employ our local folks. Sherry, one of the other things about the mall that we're missing out on right now is you hold so many events through the course of a year. We were talking about the Arc Safe Day, which was scheduled for there, but that kind of thing goes on all the time.
Yes, every weekend we have events, whether it's, an event that, myself, the mall's doing, or community events like the ARC was having a safety day. And that involves so many people. And, we just had Family Fun Fest a month ago, and we had, lots of people there. And we do this all the time. We are, a community center for that and for all the nonprofit groups. And, events, we just had the bridal show with Renda. So, we are here for the community for that, and yes, it has definitely affected that. So, when we do get back up and running, please support all of those groups that do these events and, our events themselves.
Yeah, back in the innocent days of a couple of weeks ago, back when
Yeah.
when we were able to go out and do some of those things that we probably take advantage of and take for granted way too much. The amount of energy that goes into putting on these events for the entire community. I know that Family Fun Day, people talked about that for a couple of weeks afterwards. That was really, really well attended.
Oh, we had about 2,000 people throughout that day.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work that goes into that, and that's a one-day event, and then the next week we do another event. So the week before that was the bridal show. So yeah, it's constant. And Todd, with the events that some of them we did cancel, but some of them we postponed.
Mm-hmm.
And we were even talking. Working with Chris Mellinger with the Easter Bunny. Obviously, right now that's canceled, but maybe this summer bring the bunny out for a weekend. I think people would love that. Even though we wouldn't have him at Easter time, but bring him out for a weekend for the kids to see.
Yeah, we can't exactly reschedule the resurrection, but we can resurrect the bunny for a day or so in the summertime, whenever that might be. Well, Sherry, I know that you continue to work hard on issues related to the mall, even if you can't be there at the mall. And for all of those families that are involved in those businesses, it's a really, really scary time for them, I'm sure. And you and everybody else is reaching out with your prayers and your support for them.
Absolutely, yes. And we want everybody to stay well during this time, and we will be very happy when we can get things back up and running.
Absolutely. Terrific stuff. Any news you want to break? I always have to ask you. You have breaking news of new businesses coming that you want to share with us?
Well, this has put a hold on those things as well.
Yeah.
So, hopefully once we get back up and running, we'll be able to make some of those announcements as well. But in the background, yes, things are still happening, but unfortunately everything is on hold. And Todd, as I said, it's every mall in the state. It's not just here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, very good. Well, Sherry, you enjoy your day, stay germ free, and we'll catch up with you.
Everybody, be well, stay well,
and keep us up to date when you have breaking news for us. Okay.
I'll be happy to come back on.
There you go.
Back on.